Welcome to a new series on my channel called The Aftermath. And this is where like an event will happen, like maybe a West Ham game, maybe a Premier League game, a Premier League weekend, and we just take a look at some events that have happened after what's happened pretty much. I don't know how frequently I'll do this, but we'll give it a try. We'll see how this video does. And then yeah, we'll go from there. Now, this aftermath is going to be based on the Europa League semi-final yesterday. Because obviously when I do match reactions, I do it like instantly. I do it mainly instantly. Sometimes I just take a break. Sometimes I just don't need to do a match reaction straight away because the match wasn't that important. Like Tottenham away or like what. You didn't even see a video for Watford at home because it was not, at the time it was just about the Kurt Zuma situation. So yeah. But this time, there's some more things have come out. Some funny things and some things where I don't know whether I agree with them. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is actually something I was actually very surprised to see, was a Declan Rice in the tunnel. And Declan Rice in the tunnel, what he was doing, he was shouting at the ref, as you do. Now, if I'm being honest with you, I don't really care about complaining about refs that much in general when it comes to West Ham games because I'm used to the Premier League, I'm used to bad refs. So I feel like a ref can't completely control a situation. A ref can't completely control a whole game. And I didn't think the ref yesterday was terrible because he got the red card spot on. When you see the person go to VAR, go to the screen, in Europe, it's actually quite different. They actually sometimes stick by the decisions at Atalanta versus Leipzig. If you saw the highlights on that, you would know what I'm talking about. But yeah, he had the right to give a red card. He had the right. And we'll get on to Cresswell a little bit later in this video. The thing is with Declan Rice here, I'll play the clip now.
Ref, it's so poor. All night, it's so bad. How can you be that bad? Honestly, probably been paid. Corruption.
And now that you've seen the clip, you will know that what he's saying in the video is strong. He was talking even probably out of anger, half of it as well, because he's mentioning like corruption after that as well. And obviously it's not corruption, but that's what the Lyon game felt like, the first Lyon game. Like that is a ref you should be shouting at. I don't know whether anyone shouted at the ref at the time. But yeah, I don't agree with all of this. I think you should be shouting at Aaron Cresswell for all of that performance yesterday. He's the reason why we lost, basically. I think with the way Frankfurt played, maybe it's because we've got 10 men. I thought Frankfurt played well, obviously. They just controlled the game. They probably should have scored another one just to confirm it even more. But I do think that even with 11 men, we probably wouldn't have won it. Because the small period of time before the red card, we didn't play well. We didn't play well at all. So maybe it's too hard to judge because it was a small amount of time, but I agree with the passion. I love the passion. I love seeing that from our players, like just sticking up for whatever. They're saying out of anger. You can't really blame him, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. And when it comes to all of that, there have been worse referees in our games, especially in Premier League games. I thought the Real Madrid versus Man City, the ref was worse. That ref was worse. So I don't really have many complaints about the ref in that game. I don't know what you guys think, but Declan Rice will probably be with us next season because nobody's going to pay the price. As I mentioned in the match reaction, nobody's going to pay the price for him. We're overpricing him for a reason, so we can keep him. And I'm fine keeping him. I don't see Chelsea going after him. They're still in a weird situation with Todd Bowley and this guy who's trying to earn their club. Man United are going to go through a whole rebuild, but they'll probably go for cheaper targets. And I don't see Man City going for him because they're going to spend half their money on Haaland. And I don't know, maybe they probably need a left-back more. But then again, Fernandinho is leaving, so I don't know whether Pep has another plan B to Rodri. But yeah, next subject. We're going to talk about David Moyes. No. David Moyes, as you saw, he got red carded in the game yesterday. And it was for kicking a ball at ball boy, I think. And I'm going to play the clip in response of what he said in the post-match press conference.
Can you talk us through what happened with your red card from where we were? We could barely see anything.
Yeah. I have to apologise for kicking the ball, but the ball boy left it short. It was nicely on the volley for me.
And I found this really funny, I can't lie, because when you know that someone just doesn't give a shit and you're getting the same robotic responses as you would usually do, it's so refreshing to see. And I just found it really funny, like, he just left it on the volley for me. Like, that's brilliant. That's brilliant stuff. That is my manager right there. That's my manager. That's a manager I want to back. And hopefully he gets backed in the summer, because January was fucking awful. And he's even said in of what I saw of the Athletic interview, that the board needs to carry on backing him to stay in contention with teams. So it's all about getting backed. And hopefully we see that in the summer. But yeah, I thought that was just a small funny thing to talk about. Now the third thing, is the divide with Aaron Cresswell. Now I have a problem with our fan base having heavy double standards. And my thing with all of that is, if Issa Diop, Arthur Masuaku, Thomas Souček, maybe even Soufal, those are the players I can think of on top of my head. If they all made that mistake, if they were in that situation, they made the same mistake, they'd be cooked even worse. I'm not saying Cresswell hasn't got cooked, but I'm saying a lot of people have been saying he's been immense for us, and he's one of our own, and all of that stuff online. And as much as I can respect Aaron Cresswell for trying to be consistent and caring about the club and how good he is with the fans, and he has my respect for that, I don't want to see him as a regular starter for West Ham. And he's kind of ruined his career in the West Ham sense, in terms of that's what people will remember him for. That's what I will remember him. I won't remember him necessarily for that completely, but that'll be the first thing that comes to my head nowadays. Whenever Cresswell leaves West Ham, he can be a part of a squad, he can be a fringe player, but probably not in European games. I think Aaron Cresswell has reached his ceiling when it comes to European games. I don't think he's built for it. Because I think even Ben Johnson was better at left back in the European games, and I think that says a lot when a 21-year-old is right footed, playing on the left side, is playing better. So, it is what it is. And yeah, I will leave you guys there. Hopefully you enjoyed the aftermath. These series and these videos will improve on and on. We're trying to improve the channel very slowly. I'll try and see what I can do to improve this channel. I'm really enjoying making content at the moment, despite the events that are happening. My voice is fucked, by the way. I'm a bit not ill, but yeah, that's why my voice sounds croaky. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. The social medias are in the description. And yeah, leave a like and please subscribe and please share everywhere. Thank you guys. Goodbye.